customers, both internal to the company and those tenants of the company's properties, would always have his support when requested, regardless of the time of day or occasion. Ken would simply commit to have whatever repair or service done and then ensure that it happened. Ken was also a team player, always participating in company social activities, whether it was his efforts in defense as J.P. Charles fought their way in the outdoor commercial league many years ago, outdoor football commercial league many years ago, or more recently when we would have sporting or social events internally. Nothing was ever a problem. Ken would be there. Ken was the third longest serving employee of those currently employed with us up to his passing. His 32 years only to be eclipsed by myself and Sharon Ifred, who's here with us. As a result of his length of service, I have personally had the opportunity to work closely with Ken over the years and acquire a first-hand perspective from which I can speak. Ken would be available at midnight or later if called on to meet with myself or others to check on water issues at the mall, flooding at shop, or some other situation that required urgent attention. Whatever the request, Ken was always at my side to support the company's need. That, to me, is irreplaceable. There is a well-known saying that you never miss the water until the well runs dry. In Ken's case, I can personally confirm that while he is indeed missed now that he is gone, he was not taken for granted while he was still here with us. I did find the time and moments to let Ken know how much I appreciated his support and contribution, especially when it involved giving up his personal time to attend to company matters. So on behalf of the entire staff, management, directors, and shareholders of the J.P. Charles Group, I would like to offer our sincere condolences to Ken's family and loved ones. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, we could only be represented by a small selection of those of us who either work directly with Ken or those who served longest with him. We at JP's have lost a valuable teammate. His family has lost a loving provider, father, husband, son, and brother. All of us, collectively, have lost a wonderful friend and human being. Heaven, however, has gained the presence of a truly special soul. May he rest in eternal peace.
Charles for giving us this insight book life of Ken. And at this time we have a chat by Ken's best friend, Felix Octa, who's unable to be here this afternoon due to COVID pandemic. But his brother, Michael Octa, is here to present on his behalf.
Good afternoon, friends. I would like to begin by thanking every one of you for joining us here today to celebrate the life of Victor Kennedy Lindsay, better known as Rex. As family and close friends, we know him well. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Felix Octa, and Rex was more than a best friend. He was a brother to me. Rex was an incredible man. He was adored by everyone that who had the privilege of speaking to him. His hard work, his charismatic and caring nature, his sense of humor, and love of life are some of the many traits that characterize this exuberant and loving person. I met Rex at the St. Catherine's Community College in 1979, where he was enrolled in the refrigeration and air conditioning program. Back in the days, Rex, Larry, Aaron, and my sister Lydia and I attended 7:30 a.m. Sunday masses at the cathedral. Following the service, we would visit family and friends and then head over to the top beach to play cricket. Rex was an adventurous person. Oftentimes, we would go on weekend trips to places such as Supre and Desir and other places around the island. One of our most memorable times occurred in Desir, where we met our adopted family, the Ellisons. 13 December's lantern competitions was another highlight for Rex, Errol, and Perry, and myself, as this allowed our creative juices to flow into the wee hours of the day of the competition to create lanterns such as William Peter Boulevard, Uranoa Airport, PG Airport, to name a few. We dominated for a few years and won first prize for our elaborate lanterns. These were indeed unforgettable fun times. Can you believe Rex actually jumped Carnival a few years? Surprisingly, one year, my sister Lydia won a Carnival costume from a local radio station, which she passed on to me. I don't know how I did it, but I was able to convince Rex and Larry to jump as well. This in itself provided some jovial and stress-free times. Around 32 years ago, I had the honor of employing Rex as my assistant at J.P. Charles Limited. Today, his boss and fellow workers can attest to his diligence, integrity, dependability, and punctuality. Rex was the definition of young and hard. Nothing gave him more joy than a good joke or a funny prank. He was affable, courageous, and witty. Rex was the type of person where if you needed help with something, he would help you find the answers. However, he would never just give you the answer. He would help anyone find the answers themselves. He had a remarkable way of bringing out the best in people and making them believe in themselves. During my vacation time here in St. Lucia, I made my duty to visit my dear friend and to hang out, to reminisce over the good old days. We spent countless hours together as there was always something to talk and laugh about. I will always hold the memories I had with Rex dearly. His presence and life touched many people, and I will continue to live my life the way that he inspired me to work hard, to be kind to others, to revel in laughter with others, and not take myself seriously. His humor, his kindness, and selflessness will continue to encourage those who were lucky enough to know him and be loved by him. Rest in peace, my dear brother Rex, till we share more lives, till we meet again. Thank you.
You can have counted on him if any of mule. He gave his all just to make others happy. Victor Kennedy Desir was born at home on Tuesday, 10th March, 1964, a leap year in Quendelas, Soufre, to Miss Mary Gregoria Desir and Mr. Philip William Hennicott. He attended the RC Boys Primary School, Soufre Junior Secondary School, Soufre Comprehensive Secondary School, and on to the Mont Technical College in 1979 to be certified in refrigeration and air conditioning. His first job was at Muffs Refrigeration for 5 years until he landed his dream job at JQ Charles Limited, given 32 years of service. Larry and Kennedy were called twins as they never separated. Wherever you saw one, there was the other. During their school days, they both waited for each other, even after recreational activities, as Daddy ensured they left home together and arrived home together. They were inseparable, and as adults, with every Christmas, birthday, Good Friday, Easter, and New Year, they shared in unison with their families. But death broke that separation. 21st September 2020 was a horrible day, one which the family would not want to ever experience again, as it caused much grief, heartache, and pain, which the Lord can comfort, which only the Lord can comfort. As Stephen, Larry, and Steffler carried your lifeless body out of their home to the ambulance, it has caused us to weep every day, hoping to see you again, to see your smile, to kiss you, to hold you, to hear your voice, and to feel your warm presence, but just to say, I love you for one last time. The only comfort we have is that we will see you again in paradise with our Lord Jesus Christ. The love his mother Mary Gregoria Desir had for her only son is something to be admired and emulated. She would do all that she could in order for Kennedy to have a better standard of living than hers. His mom was a pillar of strength in his life, advising him to make the best decisions when confronted with trials, but still supported him with whatever made Ken happy, regardless of her view. Mom, his queen, always lifted up her family to Jehovah God